poll where he's leading by a little bit. It's not an easy race. It's not an easy race, but the other one is going to be just a disaster. She's going to vote everything that whoever it would be, except me. They won't, but hopefully we're not going to need it. But she's a disaster. Mike Rogers is one of the most respected people in Washington, and he will be, I believe, your next senator. Great man. He is actually one of the most respected people in Washington, and he came out of a large group of Republicans that all wanted the same job, and he really did. He ran a great race, won easily. He had my endorsement, that helped, but he did. He won easily, and he's got great gravitas. Your next congressman, and you're going to have a great congressman who I think is going to win, Tom Barrett. Tom.
Man, they keep killing me with this bullshit, man. Damn. YouTube keep playing them motherfucking commercials, man. I'm a.
Thank you, Tom. Great job. I heard you're doing well, Tom. Good. Running against somebody that's not good. Not good for your state, not good for our country. Michigan House Republican leader Matt Hall. Are we going to win, Matt? He gave me a good summary. He said, you're going to win, sir. You know, they have these fake polls. They're almost as bad as the fake writers, the fake news. We interviewed 49 Democrats for a poll. We interviewed 49 Democrats and 21 Republicans. You know, it's a little thing on the bottom. I'm surprised they even put it. They probably must be a law. But they put it 49 Democrats and 21 Republicans. And the race is tied. They said, tied? How the hell can it be tied? So tied means I'm leading by like 14 or 15 points. I don't know. But it's fake news. It's just, it's as bad. It's as bad as they are with a pen. I'm telling you, it's really bad. They can make those polls sing. They can make them do whatever they want. Michigan Senate Republican leader Eric Nesbitt. Eric, thank you. Great job. What a beautiful young daughter. What a beautiful young daughter. Great. Thanks, Eric. Thanks very much. We also have some people of great distinction. Justice David Viviano is here with us. David, thank you, David. Highly respected Justice. Thank you, David. Judge Patrick O'Grady. Patrick is here someplace. Where's Patrick? Another one, highly respected. So whatever you're doing, keep it going. Good. And Tudor Dixon, who really ran a good race. Where is Tudor? Well, hi, Tudor. She's a great person. Loves this state and loves the workers. I knew her father. Her father was in the steel business. Successful guy. I knew him as he was leaving our planet, right? Leaving. He was very sick and leaving, but he loved his daughter. He was so proud of you. So he's up there watching. Thank you very much, Tudor. Appreciate it. And Brian Pennebecker, who's like a friend of mine. This guy. Where is he? Where's Brian? Where is he? Do you want to come up? Come on up here, Brian. This guy, he thinks the United Auto Workers have the worst leader and that they're crazy. They're going to be driven out of business. All the business is going to China. Within 2-3 years, you're not going to have auto workers in this. If they vote for Trump, we're going to bring in factories at levels that you've never seen before. We're going to get the auto workers' jobs back like it was 30 years ago and 40 years ago before everybody left. We're going to get it back at levels that you've never seen. Brian, say hello, please.
Thank you, Mr. President. And the last time you called me up on stage in Grand Rapids, it was the first rally that you'd held since the assassination attempt. And I was speechless. But tonight, I want to say a couple things real briefly. I represent the Auto Workers for Trump organization, which was a Facebook group. I started that group. Thank you. There's some auto workers here, I'm sure. Lansing got a lot of them. But unfortunately, a lot of them have lost their jobs. Listen, Chrysler and General Motors have already gone bankrupt once. But if we allow electric vehicle mandates to be put on this industry by the federal government, they're going out of business again. We got to fight against that. And this guy standing right here is the only person who will do it. We cannot allow the federal government to put mandates on the auto industry to build electric vehicles when the consumers do not want them. So I'm asking everybody. I'm asking auto workers, and I'm asking everybody that supplies the auto industry, get 10 or 15 of your friends, make sure they get out and vote. Our very survival depends on it, and we can't allow it to happen. So vote Trump and J.D. Vance, and we'll turn this country around. He's done it once. Unfortunately, he's going to have to go back and do it again. Thank you.
You know, as he's speaking, look at the arms of this guy.
Cut it out. Cut it out. Cut it out.
He's really great and a real patriot, and it's true. You know, they're building, I don't know if you know, numerous of the biggest auto plants in the world right now, right near the border in Mexico, owned by China. They think they're going to build the cars and send them in, and with this administration, they won't even know what's happening. They'll take every single job. You're not going to have any auto workers within 2 years, maybe 3 years. Nobody's going to be making cars here. I told them, if you do that, we're going to put tariffs on at 200, 250%. You're never going to sell one car in this country. And they didn't build them. And then as soon as I left, because of a bad situation that happened, because we did great in this state too.
Yeah, you won.
But a bad situation that happened, corrupt, bad situation. You have to keep your eyes open this time.
Yep.
But, you know, they use COVID to cheat. Very simple. They use COVID to cheat. But I told them, I said, you do it, you're not going to sell any cars. As soon as I was gone, they started construction, and they're almost finished, and that's going to wipe you out. They're the biggest plants anywhere in the world. A friend of mine builds plants, and I think he's building these. I said, I want to see some big plants. I want to go and tour some of the big auto plants. That's all he does. Honestly, he's a great guy. I can't walk across the street because he can build a plant like nobody. He said, sir, you're going to have to come to Mexico. I said, no, I want to see one in the United States. He said, the big ones are being built in Mexico. That's no good. And we're not going to let it happen. They can build their plant. They're not going to have any cars coming into this country. If they want to build a plant, they can. They're going to build it in Michigan or at least someplace in our country. Thank you.
The UAW members realize this now, and I'm doing a rally at a different auto plant every week. I started in June. We're going to go all the way to November. And we're talking to the auto workers as they come off their shift and go into work. And 70 or 80% of them are voting for Donald Trump because they know their jobs depend on it.
Well, that guy's, he's a dynamic guy, isn't he, huh? No, it's really, look, I didn't know Brian. He just knows that, you know, we had 4 great years. But I got an award years ago in Michigan. I got Man of the Year a long time ago. In fact, the fake news said, I never got it. I made it up. I didn't make it up. And then they found out I actually did get it. I was lucky. They found out who it was. It was like a Chamber of Commerce someplace. And I gave a whole speech. This was probably 15 years ago, 17 years ago. I gave a speech on why are you letting them steal your auto manufacturing business? And it only got worse and worse and worse. Then I stopped it. And then as soon as I was gone, they let it happen. And these plants that are being built all around the world are going to take all of your business. And I'm a big fan of electric cars, but they're limited. They don't go far. They're very expensive. And they're going to all be made in China because they have the material. But we have more liquid gold under our feet than anybody else. It's called gasoline for what we talk about. And we want to build gasoline-propelled cars, but we also want to build hybrids, and we want to build electric cars. You know, Elon Musk, I think he's great, and he endorsed me very strongly. I said, listen, you know, I'm all for electric cars, but not all of them, because they really don't go far yet, but they're incredible. The job he's done and the job that others have done are great, and it's called a market. You have to be able to buy what you want to buy. There'll be another form of car. They talk about hydrogen now. They talk about all sorts of things. But it's called a market. But we can't do that. They want to put, and like immediately, all electric cars. But we don't have enough electricity to supply ourselves right now. You go out to California, which was destroyed by Kamala, destroyed. She destroyed the city of San Francisco. And I own a big building there. I shouldn't talk about this, but that's okay. I don't give a damn because this is what I'm doing. I should say it's the finest city in the world. Sell and get the hell out of there, right? But I can't do that. I don't care, you know. I lost billions of dollars. You know, somebody said, what do you think he lost? I said, probably 2-3 billion. That's okay, I don't care. They said, do you think you'd do it again? And that's the least of it. Nobody. They always say that, I don't know if you know, Lincoln was horribly treated. Jefferson was pretty horribly. Andrew Jackson, they say, was the worst of all. That he was treated worse than any other president. And I said, do that study again, because I think there's nobody close to Trump. I even got shot. And who the hell knows where that came from, right? No, these are bad people. They're sick people. You know, we have people on the outside, the countries, but if you have a smart president, the countries will be an asset, not a liability. That includes China. That includes Russia. If you have a smart president, but we don't have a smart president right now, by the way, we're going to end up in World War III. This period of time better happen fast, because we have nobody running our country. We have nobody at the Resolute desk. There's nobody, the two of them. She's no good, and he's sleeping. In fact, I'm going to go back to the name for him, Sleepy Joe, instead of Crooked Joe. Did you see they found last week, Brian, he took $28 million. They say he stole his family, took $28 million, and nothing happened. That was the night he made his brilliant speech, which was all about Trump. You know, everything they do, they talk about Trump. They talk about Trump, I think, 347 times. They talked about the border once. They talked about crime twice. They talked about all of the things that you should be talking about, not at all. But they talk about Trump. And look, we did something that they're very angry about. We beat somebody that should have been beaten in an election that we weren't anticipated to win. But I thought we were going to win, because I came to Michigan the night before. We had 49,000 people. She came to Michigan the night before because she was told she may lose it. And this was an upset, so they had a fast tour. She had like 300 people. I said, why would we lose? We had the crowd. You wouldn't have believed it. Half of you were probably there. But we're also joined by a very incredible service member. I presented him with a thing called the Congressional Medal of Honor. And he is a fantastic man, and he's a good-looking guy. I don't know. He looks better than he did when I presented. Something's good. He's doing good. Specialist 5, James McLuhan. Where's James? James? Thank you, James. You look good. Good head of hair. Look at him. Got that good Irish, Scottish, whatever hair. Look at that guy. Stand up. Just stand up. Come here. I'm proud of him. I wouldn't have done what he did. I know what he did. What he did. I always say there are two awards. There's the Medal of Honor, and oftentimes is posthumously where, you know, they're not there. Oftentimes they've died in battle and they're getting the award. And then you have the civilian version, the Presidential Medal.
Why do you have Miralax if you don't get constipated?
It's literally how I've made friends.
And a couple others.
And I always say I'd rather get the Presidential Medal, because the guys that came in, other than you and a few others, oftentimes they've suffered greatly, right? They've suffered greatly, or they're not around. But it's our highest award, and it's an honor to have you here, and I'm very proud that I was able to give you the award. Thanks, James. In 4 short years under my leadership, we passed record tax cuts, record regulation cuts, and built the greatest economy in the history of the world. I ended NAFTA, the worst trade deal ever made. You people had to suffer with it for years. And replaced it with the USMCA, that's Mexico and Canada, which they say is the best trade deal ever made. Actually, the best deal I made probably was with China, but I don't talk about it because once COVID came in, that was the end of China. Once they did that to the world, not to us, to the whole world, $59 trillion of damages and millions of people. and it came out of Wuhan, the lab. It came out of the labs, and that's where I said it came from. And it was incompetence. It was a mistake. I believe it was a mistake. A lot of people don't think so. A lot of people think they did it because I was getting hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs from China. You know, no president had ever gotten anything from China. I got hundreds of billions of dollars in tariffs and saved a lot of jobs by doing that because they ended up not being able to do what they were doing. And I saved the steel industry also, as you know. Those are the guys that like me the most. But now I see U.S. Steel, the great U.S. Steel. U.S. Steel is being sold to Japan. I don't like that. Can you imagine U.S. Steel? That was the greatest company in the world 70 years ago, 60 something years ago. U.S. Steel is going to be sold to Japan. I wouldn't let it happen. I just wouldn't let it happen. Such a big benchmark that shouldn't be going to Japan. They should rebuild it. They should do whatever they have to do, would work with them, would make it great again. Just like we're going to make our country great again. Under Kamala, we are rapidly approaching economic and social catastrophe. Most Americans are unaware that Harris and Biden have been shutting down entire swaths of our energy and electricity infrastructure without replacing it or even talking about it, leading to soaring electrical prices and energy prices, and also an energy shortfall like we've never had before. They're closing down things that shouldn't be closed down. This week, Harris officially banned drilling on 28 million acres of public land. So what they did is when they came in, what caused inflation, other than their spending, which was a big factor, but it's energy, because they came in and they wanted to terminate everything I was doing, and the prices were going through the roof for gasoline and everything. So they said, put it back, put it back. So it all came back, or most of it came back. Maybe not to the same, but pretty close. They said, go back, after the election. If they ever won, it's all gone. But what they don't say is they'll say, oh, but we have the similar to Trump. And that's sort of true, but what they don't have is they don't have ANWR. They gave up ANWR, the biggest site anywhere in the world in Alaska that I got done. Ronald Reagan couldn't get it done. But really, most importantly, what they don't have is we were going to be 4 to 5 times bigger by now. So when they say they had it back, they only had it back to where I was. We were going to have so much energy coming out of the ground, so much liquid gold. We were going to pay off debt. We were going to reduce your taxes further. I mean, we have more liquid gold than Saudi Arabia. We have more than Russia, and we were going to use it. And you know where we're getting a lot of our energy now? Venezuela, which isn't even. I mean, it's tar. You know that it's tar. And you know where it's refined? There's only one plant in the entire world that can do it. It happens to be in Houston, Texas. So for those of you that don't like particles going into the air, take a look at that mess. And we have clean, beautiful stuff. We have the best. We have the best and we have the most, and we don't use it. We go to electric, or we go to something else. You almost say, do they hate our country? Because it's so incompetent. Do they hate our country? The first thing I will do to make middle-class life dramatically more affordable is to end Kamala's war on American energy, terminate her Green New Scam, and drill a baby drill. We're going to drill baby drill. Since Harris took office, more than 50 power plants have been shut down. Many of these were great plants, but they didn't like the way they were fueled up. Many of them are needed to create electricity. It's like, it starts from somewhere. It doesn't start from electricity. And by the way, just a little side note. So AI is a big deal. For us to compete successfully with China and others on AI, we're going to need twice the electricity that we currently produce. Can you believe that? We're not going to be even close. The only guy that can do that is a guy like me. I opened up 2 plants in Louisiana that went through 14 years, LNG plants. They went through 14 years of approvals and were turned down. I got it done in one day. One day, we got it opened. Those owners, whoever they were actually people going to spend $16 billion. These are the biggest buildings. It's like the Empire State Building on its side times 3. The longest, biggest buildings you've ever seen. All they had is pipes inside. I said, what the hell kind of a building is this? But you know what? Billions of dollars. And they got turned down. I got it approved in one of them one day. The owner or the head of the company couldn't believe it. He said, I got a call. I guarantee you a consultant somewhere that represented him. So I did a great job. I didn't speak to consultants. I just got it done. And now they're up and they're roaring and they're just fantastic. Under Kamala's radical power plant rule issued by the EPA, all coal-fired power plants will be forced to close in the next few years. What are you going to do? Gutting more than 1/6 of the power, and really we're going to go to a very weak form of producing power. We don't have energy that can power up those big massive plants that we need, including the ones right here in Michigan. You don't have the energy. Wind is wonderful if you like high cost, if you like having to replace the windmills every 9 years. They wear out and they're very intermittent and they do kill a hell of a lot of birds. If you want to see a lot of dead birds, go to a windmill and just look underneath. You'll see birds all over the place. This same rule has frozen virtually all new investment in large natural gas projects, setting us up for a horrible shortage of at least 30% of our electrical grid capacity in the future. So we're going to have much less in the future. We're closing down all our plants. Just like trucks. They want you to make electric trucks. And the truckers come to see me. Sir, they don't work. One man had 29,000. He said, I started with nothing. I have 29,000 trucks. He said, I'd buy trucks, and every year they got better, they got more efficient, they got stronger, they got more beautiful. I started building apartments in the back of the cabs, right? You know what that is? He said, sir, you're rich, but you would have loved some of these apartments. I said, no, thanks, but that's okay. No, it's beautiful. This stuff is fantastic. We had 4 or 5 companies. I said, which one did the best? He said, they all do good, sir. But now they want us to go to electric trucks, and I'll have to stop 6 times on the way to California from New York, 6 times. And sir, they weigh 2.5 times more than a gasoline or than a diesel powered truck. I said, so what does that mean? He said, that means you're going to have to rebuild every bridge and every major roadway in the country just because of the weight. And they're very inefficient, and the battery is much bigger than the tank. And he was telling me the battery would take up at least half of the area right now that they use for hauling. I said, so when you tell people like that you'd have to rebuild every bridge in America, that you'd have to rebuild the roads, that the tank, that you have to stop 6 times from New York to California. He said, with a load of diesel, a good truck can go all the way and even start their way back. That's how good it is. And he said this, it was amazing because he said it right from the heart. He said, if they make us do this, I'll be out of business. We'll all be out of business. Your supply chain will be a disaster. But if they made us do this, every year that I bought a truck, it was better. They got better, better, better. We will have gone back 70 or 80 years. We'll have trucks that don't go far. We'll have trucks that don't work well. We'll have trucks that can carry a very small payload because of the size of the batteries and the weight. So I said, well, when you tell these officials this, what do they say? They say, we don't care. You're going all electric. So if you had a child, let's see, do we have any children? If you had a child, a beautiful boy in the green shirt, if you had just a little child saying, and he's not so little, he's a big boy, he's going to be a big one. But if you said to a child, it doesn't go far, it weighs too much, the payload's no good, and lots of other problems, and they're much more expensive, he would say, let's stay with diesels, right? These guys say, we don't care. Then they want to make our army tanks, all electric. And the problem is they don't go far, they're the wrong torque. And you know where they want the battery? Because the battery is massive. They want you to, like you pull a wagon, a child pulls a wagon. They want to build a wagon at the back so it pulls the battery along. So they want to be environmentally friendly as we blast our way into a country that we hate, right? We want to take on these countries and be environmentally friendly. These people are deranged. They're deranged people.
All right, guys, I'm about to get ready to go to bed. I don't know what's going on tonight. Y'all ain't participating with the live. I got to go to work in the morning. I can't be staying up, losing sleep like this, and y'all not supporting. I'm not too for sure what it is. I told y'all guys I only needed 4 more likes to reach my goal. We stuck at 18 likes, man. You know what I'm saying? So I'm about to go to bed. I'm not too for sure if I'm gonna come back on live tomorrow. I don't know. I'm undecided right now. I'm undecided because y'all ain't participating. I told y'all I got haters out there that's reporting me, guys. So it's important that y'all hit that like button, man. Hit that like button. We can get around all of that right there. But y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't showing me that kind of love. We was popping earlier. What's going on now? We got 20 likes, man. Come on, man. We done been on live 25 minutes and I ain't got but 20 likes on my videos, man. What are we doing, bro? What are we doing? Can't y'all tell in my eyes I'm sleepy, bro? But I'm still up riding with y'all, man. Come on, bro. Come on, man. Come on, man. This shit crazy here, man. Y'all inconsistent, man. That's why that's why we can't get back in the algorithm like we want to, because the participation is inconsistent, man. I already told y'all what's going on. I got peoples out there hating on me, bro, reporting the channel. If I'm telling y'all what's going on, y'all gotta stick with me, bro. Y'all gotta ride with me. You gotta have my back, bro. If you ain't got my back, then you know what I'm saying, what's the purpose? You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, damn, bro, like do something. You know what I'm saying? Give me a reason, man. I got to be to work 6 o'clock in the morning, bro. I may get 3.5 hours of sleep, man. Like, what the hell is we doing? You know what I'm saying? I already told y'all what time it was. I told y'all I was coming back on. I said, look at here, guys. When y'all subscribe to the channel, make sure you turn on all post notification bells. You got to notify yourself. YouTube ain't going to notify you. That's why you got to turn them bells on, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, 80 people, 80 like, come on. I mean, it is what it is, man. What's going on, Lynn? Much love, man. Man, Private, get your dumb ass off of here. That dumb ass off of here, man. What? So, yeah, man, y'all need to come on, guys. Y'all need to come on, man. Show me some love, man. They give me 30 likes so I can lay down and get me some rest. So I got to go to work in the morning. Y'all know I have to work. I don't make tens and thousands of dollars like most of these YouTubers do, man. You know what I'm saying? Y'all seen what I was doing tonight. Shit, eating noodles. It's a struggle, man. I'm trying to grind, bro. Trump clown show. Johnny, get your dumb ass off of here. How about that? Yeah, you right, Terry. You right about that, man, because folk don't understand, man. I just be trying to figure out, man, what a true Trump supporter is at the Republicans, man. I mean, everybody talking about they for Trump, man, but I can't tell, bro. I can't really tell. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm sleeping. Because they got you on live all night. I know, man. I got to go to sleep, bro. Damn, I couldn't even get 30 likes off this video. Like, what the fuck is going on? 30 likes? 56 people's in the building. And I know all 56 ain't no daggone Democrats. I can understand the Democrats not showing love, but damn, bro.
We should have got 300 subscribers.
26 subscribers, 26 likes. I need 4 more likes, man.
Yep, you need more and more.
Somebody hit 4 more likes so I can lay down. Please. Give me 4 likes, man. Damn, boy, I'm tired. I don't need but 4 likes. Oh, that's what's up, Terry. You good, man? Oh, man. 30 likes, man.
Oh my God. What's that song for my mom?
All right, guys. I'm about to go, man. Fuck them 30 likes. I'm out. Fuck that.